Hello, beautiful twin flames. I welcome you to Red Cord. I'm bringing forward a lot of channel messages, especially regarding the divine masculines. I'm Nikita. For those of you who are my regular subscribers, I welcome you back. I'm so grateful to have you as a part of my soul family. For those of you who are checking out my video for the first time, you're most welcome. Please do check out my earlier videos. A lot of them are timeless. I invite God and Goddess, masters and guides, angels, monad head, higher selves to bring forward the message and for this message to reach those who need to hear it. Well, just let me take a sip of water. For those of you, okay, let me start by reminding everyone that yes, twin flames have a person who is carrying more of the masculine energies in this connection, but each and every one of us carries within us the energy of masculine and feminine. So, what I'm going to be talking about, you are probably experiencing it within your own self, in your own life. So, take it as it resonates. A lot of you are aware that the divine masculines have been stagnant for a long time. The twin flame community has been going through severe purging, much more than the regular ascension. And in the last few days, during this Mercury retrograde, a lot of um, cycles have been being brought to an end, and awareness is being brought to you in your consciousness, in your awareness, where it is that you are requiring healing or where you need to let go, or for those of us very close to completing a certain phase, perhaps close to our actual union, are also being made to realize where some of their core wounds are. And the reason why I'm talking about this right now is because of a very deep, profound message which I received today. And I spent a lot of my evening working with this message. I'm going to take you through it. I'm going all over. So, some things that you might be feeling is a deep heaviness, a profound sadness. You may not even be able to distinguish whether it is your own or it is coming from your divine masculine. And if you have been someone who has been doing the inner work, who has learned to distinguish between your own energy and your divine masculine, a lot of times you'd be aware in the last few days that it is not your energy but that of your masculine, of your twin flame. And I'll take you through some of the thoughts. It may not be exact but similar, wondering what exactly they are doing. For those who in karmic situations, asking themselves, are they with the right person? Is this life working out? Is this how they wish to live for the next 30 years? Coming to a realization that even though they have given their best, done what they thought was the right thing, sacrificed their own well being and happiness and even the love they felt for you for the sake of responsibility, obligation, family, they're profoundly and deeply unhappy. They have been dreaming of you. wanting to communicate with you, connect with you, perhaps see you, and they have been using all their willpower to try and suppress that feeling. And the more they are trying to escape from these deep emotions, the heavier it is seeming to get. And that has made them realize, a lot of them made them realize what they need to do. The good news is, even though they are moving very slowly, and most of us might not be seeing it in the physical world, but because I work with a lot of twin flames, including males who are carrying the masculine energy, I can tell you this for sure, that it is taking them a long time, because end of the day they wanted to do the right thing by everyone, even up to the point where they were doing wrong by themselves, doing wrong to themselves, harming themselves. And they have tried everything they knew to numb those feelings of heaviness and sadness. They've tried to get busy in work, focus on money. They tried hoarding money, tried alcohol, whatever addictions they had, spending time with friends, family, trying to portray a very happy front. And they're realizing how shallow, how hollow, how fake it is. And the two distinct category of the masculines, some of them are beginning to realize, and they are moving out from their karmics, they're moving away, they're literally leaving their homes. And those who have become aware but are letting fear win over love, still feeling stuck in fear, though wanting to follow love, but their feet seem to be rooted in fear. It's got cemented in fear, because they are not being able to see the how will it work out, what will people say, what will I do, how will this happen, what will it lead to. They're so worried, anxiety ridden, that they're not being able to move. And now, with this upcoming full moon, they're going to be uprooted from that fear. The universe is actually stepping in. Yes, I know we are all tired of hearing that. All of us are. We all are. But this time, and if you have watched my videos, I have never said it thus far. But I know this time for sure that it is happening. A lot of them, according to, of course, the wave and how much where the divine feminine is, if they have done the work. But this pain, this sorrow, this deep grief, this whole purging, all that is surfacing inside you, the viewer, as well, even if you are carrying the divine feminine energies, for two reasons. One, there is a masculine energy within you which is experiencing very similar to what the divine masculines are experiencing. And those thoughts that you're going through, when you magnify them, multiply them, is what the divine masculines are going through. The same doubts, the same questions, the same desire for change, feeling suffocated, stifled, not being able to breathe, a huge heaviness on the heart chakra, but a deeper trust in God than you ever had before, trusting that whatever is happening is end of the day happening for your highest and best, surrendering for the first time in totality. Even if you are not being able to reach there, you are becoming aware that your journey is going to take a longer route, and somewhere you're beginning to accept it. Now, what happened today evening is I was guided, it was a channeling I was guided to do Ho'oponopono with the masculine collective energy. And as many of you might be aware, the Ho'oponopono I do, I add two extra sentences. So I was asked to repeat over and over again, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you, I forgive myself, thank you. Addressing it to the masculine collective energy. Then I was asked to heal and integrate my inner children that were carrying any form of trauma in any form at the hand of any masculine slash male across time and space. Um, the trauma could be from a sense of being betrayed, from a sense of disappointment, of abandonment, rejection, of taking their decisions, their choices, them prioritizing their work as a denial of me, my rights, etc. And I was at that time, me as well as the representative of the feminine collective. I then had to integrate and heal the aspects of me which was still not completely forgiving the masculine energies in my life, and to then change my timeline to a timeline where I was in harmony with the divine feminine and masculine energies. And then I was guided to share this message with each and every one of you, because when if you're not ready, and even if you're not ready, while you're doing it, a lot of rage, self-pity, victimhood, a lot of sense of martyrdom, rage, all sorts of feelings, resentment, grief may surface, which is good. And the time to do it is right now, so that you can do a final ritual of releasing this on the full moon, which is a very significant day. And for those of you who are in India and will be celebrating, or there's a holika burning near you, it would be highly recommended by me to write all this that you're releasing, the negative, toxic, harsh, judgmental, critical feelings, thoughts towards any masculines from childhood, from anywhere, and to burn it, to release it fully from you and from the feminine collective as well. Because that is really, really creating a huge blockage between the twin flame energy. The energies for alignment are here if we so choose it, if we are willing to go through this kind of final push. The masculines have been birthed, but they are also in the cocoon, the dark night of the soul. And when the caterpillar is transformed into a butterfly and it's trying to push itself out of the cocoon, it's a very painful process. When a woman gives birth to a child, it's not just painful for the mother, it's equally painful for the child that's getting out of the womb. Everything is too harsh and loud, and they are very, very raw. They are very sensitive at this time. And not only are our divine masculines going through that, the masculine aspect of our own selves are going through that. The other message I was asked to bring is, if you have ever watched a documentary on Animal Planet, about a pack of wolves trying to cross a snow covered region, you will see that the leader travels way ahead of the pack and usually alone. The second in command is at the tail end of the chain, and then the other strong ones are interspersed, and the weak ones are kept in the middle. There's a reason for that, and I was asked to very clearly give the message. We are only as strong as our weakest link, which means those twins, be it feminines or masculines, that are the weakest need our help, our healing, our messages the most, because we cannot leave them behind. We are only as strong as our weakest link. We are here to rise as a collective, and as twin flames, we are not only here for our own unions, but to harness, anchor the pure divine energies of love, compassion, truth, which is very often a very lonely and solitary life journey which no one understands. When you're bursting into tears for no rhyme or reason, when you're purging, when you are at a certain point and you can feel what the collective is feeling, when you are having to do your inner work and introspection and go over the memories you'd rather forget, never address, over and over again, so that you can pull it out by its root without even realizing in how many areas of your life that one small incident that happened in your childhood, it's destroyed your ability to trust because you felt rejected. You are rejecting. For example, if someone in my family did or said something to make me feel rejected at a very young age, and my inner child, I had several inner children caused that way, decided to reject that parent of mine, and then what got reflected back to me was feeling rejected by the entire set of masculines in my life, not being seen for who I am, not being accepted for who I am. And because it happened at such a young age, my ability to trust them fully, even though I accept them, respect them, honor them, my ability to trust them or their love was very severely damaged. That one tiny incident which my brain accepted, rationalized, forgave, forgot, wanted to forget, was the core wound that has caused repeating patterns, toxic relationships, attracting a similar kind of situation over and over again in my life, issues of self sabotage, wanting to succeed but not wanting to succeed because it was connected to what happened. So, self sabotage, a lot of things were connected to that one issue. A lot of anger, which I had healed several years ago, but only with that particular individual. The problem is when water gets into a ship and that compartment is not sealed and that hole is not mended and the water is not pumped out, it then seeps into other compartments. And even if it was contained but not pumped out thoroughly, it rots away the wood. It damages other things, which then lead to further damage overall. These two messages were very, very significant. So if you are feeling I was hale and hearty, I was just fine, and I don't know what's going on. You may be going through a lot of issues in your stomach, massive headaches, very troubled sleep or inability to sleep. There are two kind of insomnias. One is when you're very, very high vibrational. With that energy, you don't get tired, you're able to do much more. The lights are brighter, the colors are more vibrant, it's different. But when it is because of something that your divine masculine is going through, it's okay for you to contain it, request help from your angels, ask them to assist your twin, but you're allowed to tell your twin telepathically that they can deal with it themselves. And if it is something that is being mirrored to you need to focus on going within, figuring out what is the issue, where is it coming from. If you're not able to do it on your own, I suggest you take help from someone who's a hypnotherapist, past life therapist, a quantum healer, and get it sorted. Work with crystals, work with Reiki, go and spend time in nature, spend time in quiet contemplation. Don't keep thinking, overthinking, overanalyzing. Keep surrendering. If you can, take a rock, put all this heaviness, all these thoughts as intention into that rock, and throw it into a water body this full moon. It will really help. Let it go. Let it sink, let all your worries sink. All right. So let's get on with our reading. What I'm doing here is to check where our divine masculines are, and these are going to be my clarifiers. I might need another deck, but let's see how it goes. In the recent past, alchemy comes up for the divine masculine. With the help of the energy of his divine feminine, is what I'm hearing, with spiritual assistance of spirits and guides and archangels and angels. The divine masculine has been going through huge transformations. They are learning to transmutate and come into their own power. The foundation for that is they have been wanting to know what is their life purpose. They have been questioning why they are going through all that they have been going through in the recent past. There is a song that is tugging on his soul. He is seeing visions, dreams, the face of his beloved. He's lost, and now he's beginning to question his life purpose and why is something happening. And he is now in the process of rising. The dark night of the soul is almost over for him, and the procrastination is the reason. What is the blockage? This is the blockage. This is what the things that he's being guided to do. Him postponing it, procrastinating it, be it out of fear, be it out of any reason, that's what is preventing him to fully rise. And what is that is doing is he's half in the egg or the cocoon and half outside, and it's prolonging his pain. His mind. I will, instead of focusing on the word, I will show you the image. What's on his mind is you, this connection, this union. He can feel his divine feminine's love, see and feel her longing for him. Can you see the two candles there? The two flames? One has gone out. He can feel her losing hope. She's praying to the gods, to the moon, to bring some news, to bring some forward movement. And he can hear that longing, that pining, that yearning. But her attachment to him is keeping him away. He wants to reach out. And that's what is on top of his mind. What is the action he's going to take in the near future? Is heal. He's healing family issues. Those wounds, he's now aware of them. He's deciding who he wants as his family. The karmic who he had thought was his family, he is beginning to realize what is the truth. He's finding the courage to do right, right by his soul. He's going to heal. He's going to figure out who is his soul family and soul tribe. What about he himself? What is he doing? He's being asked by the universe, how teachable are you? So far, he's been stuck in what he has been taught by society, by his family, by his religion. And now he's beginning to understand that he needs to question some foundation, some beliefs. He's asking himself, how teachable am I? Can it really be false? Could I have really misunderstood? Were my allegiances really in the wrong place? Did I give my loyalty to the wrong person? He's being questioned by the universe. Are you willing to change your perspective? The phoenix rising, alchemy, discover your life purpose. How teachable are you? This is towards the end of his hanged man energies. What's happening around him? The environment, he's receiving help, divine guidance, divine intervention. This full moon is really going to be very, very important, transformative for the divine masculines. What are his biggest fears? Pay attention to the signs. He's afraid. He has ignored all the divine signs and synchronicities, never listened to his inner guidance and intuition. His biggest fear is he's lost and he'll never find his way out. He'll never find his path. He'll be lost here. But there is a light that's guiding him, his divine feminine, and there's an owl there. Wisdom awaits him. He's afraid of what the signs are telling him to do. His biggest fears are following the guidance he's receiving. The advice, this is for you, the viewer, and I guess for the divine masculine as well, to be in self love. Honor your soul, honor your path. You're not asked to be a martyr. You're not here to be self serving or to serve someone who is self serving. You're not here to suffer or be in pain. Let your soul be your guide. That is self love. Honor thyself, know thyself, be true to thyself, speak thy truth. That is self love. I think that's a marvelous, marvelous reading. I don't even know what, if there's any additional message required after this. But as always, I love pulling out postcards from God. A message for the viewer, please, God. Thank you. A lot of divine feminines, I know the hope is almost at a dwindling end. It's hard for you to keep the faith because you can't see anything. But that's the whole point of faith, isn't it? When you can't see, but you have a knowingness, when you have a connection with the divine and you know no matter what happens, that is exactly what is meant to happen, and that is leading you to where you need to be, and where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And even though on the physical, your eyes and your mind and your ears are telling you something else, but you know that's exactly as per divine order, as per divine will, and trusting that you are under divine grace, that you are receiving help from above, that you need to trust the signs, the synchronicities, the messages being brought to you, and to get over procrastination. All right, dearest you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience. Whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd, to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of the great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with God, keep going. God loves you, life loves you, we love you, you're loved. Doesn't that encapsulate pretty much what I have said to you today? You are on the right path. You have to embrace your life's purpose, and it is not, twin flame journey is not about just your individual love story, but about a greater good, a greater cause, along with the greatest love story you will ever experience, if that is your script, if that is your blueprint, if that is your template. But regardless, you are very loved, you're supported, and all that is happening right now is exactly as it's meant to happen. So I'm going to pull out a few messages for what does the divine masculine wish to say to the divine feminine. Okay, I need to be more specific. What does the hmm, the what I'm trying to say is not the 5D version of our twin flame, but our physical, our physical. Oh my god, look at the card that fell. Oh, ah! I'm keeping this. I'm so keeping this. What is our physical plane divine masculine wanting to express to us at this time? Uh, our twin flame in the physically plane, what do they want to express to us? Thank you. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. Ah, that cheers me up so much. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. I think what they are trying to tell us is that they are really lost in nostalgia, in memories. They're reminiscing what they time they have spent with you, and they know now. They are aware now that all that they have been chasing and running after in the materialistic world will mean nothing, or it already means nothing to them, because they've realized love is eternal. Passion. Ooh la la! With sacred union comes passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. They're telling you they're feeling passionate towards you, but also there is a lot of sacral chakra and kundalini rising in both set of twins right now, and you're being asked to utilize that energy, to enjoy it, not allow it to make you feel lonely, but to enjoy it, to do something with it, to use it to create something, to pamper yourself with it. Okay, enjoy this passion, this rising, and these feelings. Use that energy to manifest and trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. We are all guilty of this. We want the situation, the circumstances to be something other than what it is right now. But it wouldn't be this if it was not divine will. No matter how messed up the situation seems to be with the divine masculine, know that it is bringing the twin flame, your twin flame, to where they need to be in a full harmonious union with you. It is bringing them, helping them to close out karmic chapters, to learn their lessons. We have to trust. And look what has come out. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. You may not understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your lives. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. There are a lot of changes taking place right now. Even the planetary alignments are such that tower moment shifts are happening. You are discovering who is truly yours. Family issues are coming up, discord and conflict with your loved ones, and misunderstandings that you may be blaming Mercury retrograde, but which are taking you, it's uncovering that where the wound is that needs to be addressed, so that it doesn't keep happening over and over again. Okay, so you have to know that all these turmoils, the tower moments, things that may shock you, unexpected events which are going to be taking place over the next few weeks, you have to trust that a blessing is coming because of that. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I'm getting a lot of union cards. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Do what feels, you know, inside of you, not your emotions, not your logic. Your soul is telling you stop procrastinating, be it you are a divine masculine or a feminine. All these messages are for both set of twins. They are beautiful. One final message, please. One final message. Thank you. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Both set of twins need this healing because there's been so much purging. There's so much that has come up for clearing. And as twin flames, as soon as you do this healing, it's going to get anchored into Mother Earth and it's going to reach the collective. That's how important your self healing is. Do it for yourself, do it for the twin flame community, do it for the entire community, collective at large. Do it for Mother Earth. Please do this ritual from now through this full moon, through this spring equinox, till the end of this month at least. Keep working on this. Keep doing this healing throughout the spring equinox till the end of this month. And this full moon is going to bring you massive clarity. Your spiritual gifts are going to go to the next level till where you're ready. Epiphanies, clarity, purging. Don't be afraid of pain. Don't be afraid of pain. Make your pain count. Make sure that you don't have to cry for the same cause again. Make sure that you heal it. Make sure you remember the lessons, that you bring the understandings into your awareness and then convert the knowledge into wisdom. Share your experiences with others so that they may benefit from the epiphanies that you are gaining, perhaps. Your pain can help others realize they're not alone, that some others are going through it as well. All right. So, trust your dreams. You will be getting a lot of vivid dreams. Of course, they are symbolic, so you don't have to always take them literally, but pay attention to your dreams, to the signs, to the symbols, to the birds, animals. And by the way, to a special someone, thank you so much for the beautiful bouquet of roses that you have sent me. Thank you, because I see it as a sign from the universe that my words are making a difference, that I am loved. Roses represent love to me, and pink is the high upper heart chakra. It is unconditional love, it is pure love. So I love you so very much, and I thank you so much for sending me those roses. And three more cards have fallen out. So one of them is trust again, let there be closeness again, and finally, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. All right. So, with that, I request you all to continue liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. And I always love hearing from each and every one of you. And I leave you with so much love and light. I'm Nikita from Red Cord, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye for now.